And also, who did the DMT work? Rick Strassman?
Yes.
Poor Rick.
I
It's
love
like,
that guy.
Yeah, he had to stop doing it, really. It's like, look what's happening.
What
All
do you
these
mean?
people get shot out. Well, he didn't know what to do with it. He's a really traditional biological, psychological researcher. And he said, well, we'll measure people's heart rate and we'll check their psychophysiological responses and, we'll see what this DMT does. It's like, and then all these people came back from the experience and said, hey, I got shot right out of my body and I went into a domain where I met alien beings. It's like, you were dreaming. No, you don't understand. I've dreamt before, and this was not only real, it was the most real thing I've ever experienced. He said, well, that's a Jungian archetype. He said, well, no, you don't get it. It was more real than reality itself. And every single person came back and said that. And so I read The Spirit Molecule, which is a very interesting book, and by the end of it, Strassman he kind of got shell-shocked like our whole culture did when it discovered LSD. It's like,
he had to be very careful in his depictions too, because he can't talk about personal experiences because he wants to be taken seriously as a, as an actual researcher.
And good for him, because he should be treading lightly in that domain, just like the Johns Hopkins teams does.
Yes,
they're very careful.
It's such a tragedy that you can't talk about it.
Well, we're talking about it more than we did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And much more carefully than we did in the 60s.
Yeah, well, there's no Timothy Leary guy that's telling everybody to tune in, turn out, and drop out.
I had his old position at Harvard.
Yeah? No kidding.
Yeah. No kidding. Isn't that something, eh?
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's for sure. I knew people there that knew him.